So, Evgeny Malkin this year, back to form. He's producing pretty good. He's sitting at a point per game throughout 20 games. But more importantly, Malkin hasn't missed a game yet this season. And do you know why that's so crazy?
Why?
This man hasn't played a full season since Barack Obama became president in 2008.
Are you serious?
That's the last time he's played a full season.
Oh my god. That's actually insane. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it is early in the season, and that guy has had some terrible luck with injuries, but so far so good. Did you see his 1,001th game last night?
Yeah, I did.
He scores! Evgeny Malkin!
Yeah, what a shootout winner, hey?
What a boy.
Yeah.
And it's honestly a shame because, like, some players throughout history, Lindros, Crosby, they'll basically just battle their whole career against injuries. So it's a shame because, like, I remember back in 2011, 2012, whenever it was, when Malkin had that, like, 50-goal, 109-point season. It was just insane.
Yeah, 109 points back then was unheard of.
Yeah, especially that was, like, during, like, the dead puck era.
Right. Wow, that's crazy. And you even think about, too, like, if they had Sid 100% healthy, too, because I'm pretty sure that guy's only had 3 or 4 full years of playing every game.
Yeah.
Right? So can you imagine how many runs they would have went on if both those guys were healthy? Even Letang.
No, oh yeah, even the year. So the year that Malkin won his Hart and or Ross, etc. Crosby only played 41 games that season and was on pace for like 140 points.
Yeah.
And again, they have 3 Stanley Cup wins. They could easily have had 4 or 5.
Right. That's actually a perfect segue into my stat. So let me ask you, which team has the highest amount of first round draft picks on their team?
Oh, just from my guess, it's got to be Edmonton, right?
It is Edmonton, yes. Current first rounders, they have 14 on their team.
14 first rounders on their active roster.
On their
right
active
now?
roster, and yep.
Okay, but who's last?
Last, San Jose Sharks. And you know who's second last? Pittsburgh Penguins.
Really?
They have 8 first rounders on their team. The rest kind of trickle out in the third round, and they have 4 undrafted players on their team.
Wow.
I mean, you even look at Edmonton's first rounders on the team. I mean, only a handful of them are actually homegrown.
Yeah, so
right?
what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 8 top 10 picks on their roster.
Yeah.
Holy.
Insane, and they still are mediocre.
Okay, so this one hurts me personally. I actually shared this to you already, but I can extend it.
Okay.
So, the Vancouver Canucks this season have blown 7 multi-goal leads.
Kuzmenko over to JT Miller, and Kuzmenko has his first career NHL goal.
In 19 games.
Ugh.
7. So this not only means they are on pace for blowing a multi-goal lead 28 to 30 times, but just to give you some perspective, the most they have ever recorded in franchise history is 7 in an entire season, and they're already at 9. And just to dive a bit deeper here, if they don't blow those leads, they would have 14 wins and they would be a top 5 team in the NHL. And as of November 18th, they were 10th in the NHL in terms of percentage of the games they were winning. But not only that, they're a dumpster fire of a team, and they are led by the NHL's leading goal scorer, Bo Horvat. Who would have thought?
Not me. He's a great pickup, though, on my fantasy team. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Where's he going to end up? But not only that, so Bo Horvat is currently tied for first with McDavid and Jason Robertson. And if we go back to last season, Bo Horvat has 30 goals in his last 38 games. That's pretty crazy.
That's Austin Matthews' number.
Exactly. And this guy doesn't get the respect, I don't think.
I know, not at all.
And it's not only that, just to add on to this whole shit show that is Vancouver, they somehow have the 5th best power play in the NHL. I just don't get it.
You know what it is?
What is it?
They get up late in the games. Rutherford makes a call down to Brucey boy. Hey, we need that Bedard kid.
Yeah, you know what? If there's any time to be bad, it's right now.
Boys, shut her down.
Yeah,
shut her down. We're setting up. We're going into a 2-0-2-3 formation here.
Seriously,
we're sitting back.
It's got to be something like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of, man. I mean, how do you blow that many leads this early into a season? Unless you're doing it on purpose.
It's mind blowing. Well, they don't have composure. And I think it comes down to leadership in the room. There's been lots of rumors that it's not there.
It is, I hear it.
And
is
you
a
need
little
to
toxic, yeah.
finish hard, right?
For sure. You got to win your battles, pucks in deep, pucks in that.
You can't let off the gas.
No.
You can't go on the brakes. I remember when we played, that was our issue. Do you know how many games? I think we were like a bottom team in the league one year.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, like, just like Vancouver, we scored the first 1 or 2 goals every time.
Yep.
And then you just start to feel a bit nervous, and then all of a sudden you lose the game.
Yeah. You start getting a little bit comfortable.
Yeah.
You allow those intrusive thoughts to come in. What am I having for dinner? What am I doing after the game? Did I leave the stove on?
See that girl in the crowd? We're both wifed up.
Oh, they scored? Oh,
Yeah.
no. So, now, God bless Don Granato. He's turned it around a bit for the Buffalo Sabres. They were in a really dark place the last few years, and I mean, they still are.
They've been in a dark place for, I think they set an NHL record for 11 or 13 years with no playoffs. Whew.
Besides the fact, whatever,
Okay,
great,
okay,
beautiful
okay.
town of Buffalo. I mean, their losing streak they're on right now, that's all due to the 8 feet of snow they got.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if I woke up, I would not even go to the rink that day.
Oh.
Right? Pre-game skate, no thank you. I'm liking Buffalo, though. I think they can turn it around. I mean, they proved at the beginning of the season that they can be a really good contender. But, back to my point, Don Granato, head coach of the Buffalo Sabres. There's one coach who's been taking him to the cleaners for the past 5 years. Do you know who that
Wait,
coach
what do
is?
you mean by that?
He is Don
Like
Granato.
matchups?
Don Granato has only won 1 game against this coach in the last 5 years. You know what coach that is?
Who?
Bruce Cassidy.
Really?
The Boston Bruins, 12-1 record
I
in
can't.
the last 5 years.
Holy.
Yeah. So every time Don Granato has faced up against Bruce Cassidy, whether it be for the Knights, the Bruins, he's getting
That's
taken
crazy.
out.
And you know what's even crazier? Coaches, they might not say it, but they think about those things, right?
For sure. I mean, even coaching minor hockey, you'll face up against some coaches who you might not be too fond of, and if they beat you, it's personal, but you can't really show it because you're there for the kids and you're doing it for them. But it's like, I'm gonna get you next time.
Yeah, I think it's even like how New Jersey has beaten Vancouver at home for like the past 10 years too. It's like, it's just crazy matchups. It becomes a mind game at some
For
point.
sure. Game within the game.
Erik Karlsson. This man currently has 30 points in 22 games. He's on pace for winning his 3rd Norris Trophy if he can sustain this.
Back to being the Erik Karlsson of old, just the explosiveness off the wall, gets it to the middle of the ice.
But he's also on pace for 41 goals, 112 points, which is honestly just mind-blowing because not only is that one of the best single seasons by a defenseman in NHL history, coming off a season where everyone thought he was basically going to retire or something, like he was declining heavily. But just for fun, to add another layer, if we compare Erik Karlsson's points this season, like the average goals scored per game, and look back at Paul Coffey in 1989, Erik Karlsson with the adjusted points for goals against average would be on pace for a 136-point season, which would rank 3rd of all time in terms of defenseman scoring.
Wow.
And it's just crazy because just a couple years ago, like, everyone thought Karlsson was done. Like, he has a horrendous contract. And man, do I love it though. I miss this Karlsson.
At first, I thought him going to San Jose was going to be a great thing for him.
Me
But
too.
then, the injuries followed him around. He wasn't getting as much playing time being injured. But this year, he must have just had a hell of an offseason. He must be feeling like he's 25 again.
Yeah.
He's moving like he's 25
Yeah,
again.
and not only that is the team is garbage. He's carrying that team right now.
Big doo-doo.
Imagine like if maybe that's what he needs though. Like he was on a Senators team for so long that depended on him.
Yep.
The Senators weren't like they would not have made the playoffs without Karlsson.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's in a situation in San Jose similar, and he's carrying another team.
He just loves crap teams.
So maybe he just loves toxic relationships. You just need that
He loves toxic
toxicity.
teams. And I'll add on to your Erik Karlsson stat here.
Okay.
This isn't completely up to date. However, this is last week. So, it says here, Erik Karlsson leads in all game-ending goals as well as game-winning goals.
He leads in game-winning goals this season.
Yeah, he's tied for the lead for 2.
Okay.
And game-ending
Wow.
game-ending goals 2 as well. He's whatever he's been eating, it's been working.
It's
and this
crazy,
guy
actually.
Is on one.
The rise of Erik Karlsson.
Yeah. So this is not so much a stat as it is just a nice little talking point. So this is a tweet from Nasher, at the Nasher61 on Twitter. Hear me out on this one. NHL 24 featuring proximity chat. Imagine Easel, but you're chirping the other center at the faceoff dot or yelling at the dude as you battle in the corner. I don't care how toxic it is. Make it happen, EA. End quote. Make it happen, EA, and fix Be a Pro.
Yeah, seriously.
Jesus.
Like, fix that whole game. But like, man, that would be so toxic. It wouldn't be fun. Like I
Modern Warfare 2 vibes.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I miss those vibes.
I do too.
You
Yeah.
kind of like, aside from all the blatant like horrible racism, that was like a great time.
Oh, it was
Like-
the best time. You get home from school, you know what I would do? I'm sorry, I'm gonna gross some of you guys out. I would get home from school and I would open a tortilla. I'd put some cheese on it. I'd throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds, bring it out. I'd put ranch on it, fold it up, eat it. Play Modern Warfare 2 for like 8 hours.
Make like 6 of those bad boys.
At least 4 of them. You know, they just
I used
go
to do
down
the
easy.
same thing, but with just Tostito chips. Sprinkle some shredded cheese and just fucking.
See, that seems a bit more normal, but the
instant
fact that it was like
nachos.
I love handhelds. Handheld foods are like my thing, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay, so I'm talking about the Canucks a lot, but I am a Vancouver fan. Obviously, I'm just gonna naturally. Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I'm gonna naturally just stumble upon Canucks stats all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Quinn Hughes is the only player this season throughout 20 games, 21 now, to have registered 0 goals but be point per game average.
Wow.
Which is pretty crazy. I think he has like 18 or 19 assists now.
Yeah, he must. I know Barzell was close there, but he scored
Yeah,
the other night.
yeah, he was just right there too.
Yeah.
And not only that, this season he has the most assists throughout 219 games in NHL history, only behind Sergei Zubov, which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I was actually thinking about the other day? I see it all the time. Is people like roasting players for being the the second assist guy.
How nice would that be though? Third assist.
Yeah, I mean, it would boost scoring.
We
Holy,
should talk about that after.
yeah. No, but I think like it's such a stupid argument. Like, oh, it doesn't count because it's the second assist. Some players like Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar, there's many, even Matt Barzell. They are playmakers. They're setting up the play. They're breaking the puck out. Like they're just going to end up with more second assists. Does that take away from the value? No, I don't think so.
Every play leads to another play,
Exactly.
right? And that's going back to coaching. That's what we've been telling our kids too. It's just like you need to make this play in order to set up this play. It's more big picture than just the one pass.
It's
shot goal.
playing like 3D chess or 4D chess.
For sure. Honestly, I think if they could introduce third assist, I'd be all for that. More points for the boys, more money.
That would be insane. Like the point totals would just be disgusting.
Yeah.
So probably won't happen, but
Ah,
it's a pipe dream.
yeah, it's fun. This is a nice quick one. Do you know who has the most points throughout November in the NHL?
Pasternak.
I'll give
No?
one more guess. One more guess.
Well, McDavid has been cooling off.
Cool enough, yeah.
Mitch Marner. I don't know.
It's a good guess. No, that would be Jason Robertson.
Really?
Yep.
How many points?
He has 21 points in just 11 games
No.
throughout November. And you know who's second?
Who?
Jamie Benn.
What?
Jamie Benn.
Are you serious?
Yep. In 11 games, 19 points, 9 goals, 10 assists. He's almost had a goal per game throughout November. This guy's
Jamie
back.
Benn's back.
He's back.
And
Confirmed.
he's chucking fists out there.
And you know who else?
Who?
Ryan Suter.
Where?
I don't know.
He's up there?
No,
Third?
I don't know. I haven't found his stats. Still can't find him.